and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Brianne from Beyond Creation, and in today's video we have our July 2023 scrapbook calendar layout. So I know I am a month behind on my calendar layouts. I just recently posted the month of June. I will put that up in the cards and I'll link it down below if you missed it. But we are talking about July 2023 today. We went on a trip to Mexico. My brother got married and we went as a huge group, family and friends, to Mexico, and so I wanted to make a layout that was beachy and tropical and just perfect for a Mexico photo collage, and this is what I came up with. The paper collection that I used was the Summer Shores collection by the Paper Tree. I used the decorative papers for the paper that you see, so this floral here, the background papers, and then this bottom sheet here, as well as for the background. And then I also used the die cut collection, and that is what you see here, the sentiment and then the little flip-flops. So that is the Summer Shores by the Paper Tree. I'm not sure if this one is still available. It is, I think it's a bit older, but if I can find it, I will link it down below in the description box. So have a look there. You'll see if I was able to find it. But this is a close-up of the layout. I have been obsessed recently with using paper tearing and using a dull, more or less dull pair of scissors to make the edges of paper looking a little bit jagged and more worn. I have just been loving the look. You will actually see quite a bit of that from me. All of the projects that I've been working on recently, I have been using that technique just because I think it looks so good and it adds so much texture to anything that I'm working on. So I used that technique here. I used it for the sentiment, the flip-flops, and then also for the background papers of the photo mats. And I think it just looks so good. I love how much texture it adds, and just it adds that little bit of dimension without actually adding dimension. And then for these papers, I kind of wanted to mimic like a shoreline or waves in the ocean. So what I did was I took the sheets from the paper and I did paper tearing. So I have a piece here that I didn't use, and you can kind of see I just tore the paper. I can do a little bit more actually and just show you the technique that I used. So I just took the paper and I teared towards me to give that, so that you can see the white on the top. And I just teared all the way along, just like this. Doesn't need to be perfect. You want it to be a little bit jagged. And then all I did was I came in afterwards and I just glued the piece on top. Here, I'll turn around just like this, and just did that, and it kind of mimics a waves or a sandy beach kind of look, and I just absolutely fell in love with that technique. So that is what I did on this layout. I did it on the top and I did it on the bottom. Originally, I wanted these extra pieces on the bottom. So originally it was gonna come up to around here, and then I was gonna leave the top just blank, but it kind of looked unbalanced that way. So I ended up cutting a strip of this floral paper, and I did the exact same technique just to bring in that jagged edge to the top. and that little bit more texture, and it really tied in the flowers that are here at the bottom on this sheet, and it really just ties in the florals and the foliage that are here at the bottom, and I think it just really balanced out the entire layout, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I am obsessed, as I said, with paper tearing and with using scissors to kind of rough up the edges of cardstock. And it's really nice when the cardstock has a white core because you're able to see that distressing. It doesn't work as well on this sheet as far as seeing the white core, just because the background of the paper is white, but you can see it here where it's green, and you can really see that distressing there. So I did layer the photo mats kind of on top of one another. I really liked the look of that. So I'm gonna have to pick the photos that I put on here a little bit strategically. So ones that it's okay to have a corner of it missing from the entire photo. But what I did was I didn't glue this one down all the way. And then the sentiment and these flip-flops, I put up on a very thin piece of foam tape so that it is super easy to just slip the photo in behind, and I'm not having to bend any papers out of the way or layer a photo on top like that. I did leave it open so that we're able to get a photo in behind there really easy. But that is it for my July 2023 scrapbook layout. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed. If you're interested in seeing a tutorial on distressing the edges of cardstock, or more in depth of how I did the paper ripping, please let me know down in the comments below if that's something you want to see, and I can absolutely put something like that together. I'm thinking of doing another card tutorial, one of those quick and easy 15 minutes or less card tutorials for this technique. I think it would look really, really cute. That might be coming down the line very soon. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next Beyond Creation video. Bye.